And I'm back for another episode of Pokemon Light Platinum. In the last episode we made it here just outside of Serenity City, where we saw some Team Steam guys as well as some policemen. So hopefully we don't have to battle, because if you look at my team, we're not in the best, well, we're alright I guess, I used some potions and stuff, but we're not in the best shape still. We did just go through a long route full of trainers, so hopefully we won't have anything to battle. I think I may have left something over here. Nope, I guess I'm mistaken. Let's just head into Serenity City and see what's going on. Team Steam, this is the last time we'll make this offer. Surrender now, and nothing will happen to you. We've already captured Terra, and she'll be set free once we've dismantled your operation. What kind of logic is that? Like, once she's released, they're gonna, like, just do the operation again. It doesn't make sense. Officer, I'm impressed by your courage, but I've got no time to play with you right now. I have to move quickly. Goodbye, friends. I'm off to save the world. So, yet again, another team set on saving the world, although through the wrong method, and even they're not even planning on saving the world. They're just trying to make themselves more powerful, much like Team Plasma, who wanted to liberate people in Pokemon, just so Getsis would be the only trainer in the world of Pokemon, as well as Team Galactic, who wanted to build or create their own universe, but only Cyrus would be in charge and everyone else would be his underling. Anyway, they slip through our grasp again, but I'm sure the Pokemon Society will stop them. Well, that was a big waste of time. That is one top-notch police force we've got here in the Zhery region. Anyway, let's head into this house and to do some exploring of Serenity City. There are many items that can make your Pokemon stronger in battle. Alright, so she gives us the Miracle Seed, which I could give to Bulbapedia to increase his grass-type moves. The badge from Serenity's gym lets you use HMO2 Fly outside of battle. It's a shame I don't have a Flying-type Pokemon, though. I could get a Flying-type. I have that Sky Fossil that could get changed into Arcan that can use Fly. I'm training my Snorlax because it looks a lot like me. Wow, okay, I wouldn't really take that as a compliment. That just means that you're kind of chubby and whatnot, but whatever. And let's see what this guy says. If you want to soar through the skies, flying from city to city, you just need a Pokemon with Fly. Alright, so we got HMO2, which contains Fly, which means we can, well, we don't have the gym badge, so we can't use it just yet. But that'd be pretty cool if I had a Flying type. And this person says this is an excellent hotel, their breakfast is delicious. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. It's always good to have a decent breakfast, you know, the most important meal of the day. Even though I rarely eat breakfast, honestly. I just, like, go through the day and then eat dinner whenever dinner is ready. Or sometimes I have, well, I'd say I have brunch rather than breakfast, but whatever. I love to train my Pokemon until they're as strong as possible. Would you like to trade Pokemon with me? I'm looking for a Sandshrew for my Graveler. That's actually a decent trade, because you're gonna get a Golem once you trade that Graveler, but I think my team is pretty well set up, and I don't even have a Sandshrew to trade, so yeah, if you want to get a Golem, that's alright. Dad works at the power plant. A power plant, huh? That makes me sort of think that this could be a Pokemon with Electric-type gym, and that's almost confirmed by this guy. Electric attacks do not affect ground Pokemon. Notice and take care. Wow, I really couldn't read there for a second. Serenity City is known as Zhery's City of Light because its electricity lights the region. Serenity City, Zhery's City of Light. Wow, that guy just said that, and that's the same thing. Just over there you can see the power plant, which can be quite dangerous. Alright, so we have a power plant. Well, we already knew that. Why am I just acting as if it's news? We already know there's a power plant. I've been working at Serenity's power plant for a long time. We generate power for most of the region. That's pretty cool. What's in here? See what this old guy says? Oh, I'm the move deleter. I can make your Pokemon forget any attack. Forget something? Alright, so I don't really have any moves I want to get rid of. Well, maybe the, Lava Surf on my Drapion, but you know, I think I'll probably have to keep that in case we need it again. So what I'm going to do is just head in here and heal up. I don't think anyone in the Pokemon Center ever says anything interesting, except for that Dratini guy who won't give me the Dratini again for some reason, but you know, it doesn't matter. We'll see what these guys have to say anyway. What's this guy say? I think the two at the top always say the same thing. After passing through Mount Zhery, it's very important to heal your Pokemon in a Pokemon Center. Yeah, I've just done that. Always use the Pokemon Center. Yeah. My Pokemon fainted when they lost to a Charmander in Mount Zhery that belonged to a very strong trainer. I'm in the Pokemon Center to restore them. I think we battled that trainer. It could be the trainer with the 3 starter Pokemon from Kanto. That would be pretty cool if it was her, I guess. Because we kicked her ass. Anyway, that leader of the leader of the gym is Rayner. He fights very offensively, so be careful. And this is the Serenity City Gym with the leader Rayner, the type electric. So we have an electric type gym, and that's pretty good because I can use my Pupitar with Earthquake. But what I'm going to do first is head to the power plant and see what's going on there, because I actually believe the gym leader isn't in the gym right now, and he's actually up in the power plant. So we're going to head there and see what's going on. And it's all the way up here, up these steps, and in we go. So we're working on new technology to make the equipment in the power plant even more efficient. I'm visiting the power plant to see all the new technology. Serenity City is known as... Yep, alright. Serenity City is known... Yes. Alright, same things being said. And is that a Team Steam grunt? I don't know. I'll show you the power plant's strength in battle. Alright, so... we have a guy here in the power plant, and it's actually not a Team Steam grunt, it's just a scientist. Cater with a Houndour on level 38. So we're gonna hit this thing with an Earthquake, which should take it out in one hit, I hope. And it does, so down goes Houndour. Next Pokemon is going to be a Perugly, which sort of sucks because I hate Perugly. But we're going to go for... Why did I use Thrash? I meant to use Rock Slide, that was sort of dumb. But we can take Furious Swipes for days because, you know, it's not very effective. So we'll see how much Thrash does. I hope it does at least over half. Alright, yeah, hopefully if we get like 3 hits, that would be good. And again, Fury Swipes doesn't do a lot of damage. And oh wow, it has like 1 HP, but we're still going to hit it again with Thrash, I hope. Yes, we are. So, Thrash will finish off Perugly, and that is the end of that. So, there we go. There's that trainer defeated. And I think if we come over here, we can grab an item. And it is TM25, which contains Thunder. I'm not going to teach that to Barney, though. I think it's too much of a risk, because it doesn't really hit that often. I'm improving these energy towers to increase our efficiency. Alright. We're working on new technology to make the equipment in the power plant even more efficient. And we got another trainer here. So he's been training here for a while. Alright. So here we have Miner Steven with a Pikachu on level 38. So we battled a Pikachu just before we came into Serenity City, and we were able to take it out with 1 Earthquake. It was on the same level, I think, as well, so this should have the same result. And it does. So down goes Pikachu. And 1,000 experience, not too bad at all. So yeah, Godzilla's actually gotten some pretty decent action in the past few episodes, which is good. And we're going to take on this trainer, and the gym leader isn't here, which means I'm probably going to have to go in and out of the gym again, which kind of sucks. But, you know, or out of the power plant, this isn't the gym. I have to go in and out of the city again, I think, because that's sort of a glitch that happens sometimes where you go in and out and the gym leader isn't in the power plant where he's supposed to be. But, you know, it's not that big a deal. Anyway, Ancient Power, not very effective, not going to do a lot of damage, but it did get the stat increase, so that increased all its stats, I think. Yep, all of its stats, which is pretty awesome. So, yeah, Ancient Power, not a bad move, and Self-Destruct, which doesn't even phase my Pupitar, so that's great. Next Pokemon is another Baltoy. It's a good thing I have Bite because it's super effective, so we'll just keep using that on Baltoy. And it's going to take it out in another hit. Cosmic Power will increase its special attack and its defense and special defense. So we can hit it with another Bite, and that will still probably finish it off. And it does. So down goes Baltoy. And next Pokemon is going to be Ninetales, so we can just hit that thing with an Earthquake. And Confuse Ray, so we're confused. I'm hoping that Earthquake will still hit anyway, because we can probably take this thing out with 1 hit. So I have my fingers crossed here that we're not going to hurt ourselves in confusion. But of course we do anyway, so here's hoping it'll hit on the next turn. Ember is not very effective. And we snap out of confusion, so that's even better than hitting when we're confused. And there we go, down goes Ninetales to 1 Earthquake. And we get really big chunk of experience for that. Alright, so... Oh, wait, what the hell? The gym leader just, like, spawned there after the battle. Alright, then. I'm improving these these energy towers to increase our efficiency. Alright, let's talk to the gym leader. It's ready at last. Now we can reconnect the turbines and the power will turn on. Finally, the power's back on. Now I return to my gym. Hey, you okay? I was just working to restore the power in the power plant. I'm Rayner, the city's gym leader. Now that the power's back on, I'll return to my gym. And wow, he's got Electivire. We have Electivire too, so we can see a battle of the Electivires. And I don't know if I'm going to do... Well, we're only 10 minutes into the video, nearly 11. Maybe I could take on the trainers in the gym and do some stuff then. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to wrap it up here. And in the next episode, we're going to go into the gym and take on Rayner. So, I would like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in more shortly enough. See you then.